Hi, this is Steve Howland from www.diecastairplane.com. Welcome to our series of short videos on diecast airplane collecting. One of the questions we are often asked is how to calculate scale sizes. Here's a short tutorial to help you with this concept. When trying to find out the scale size of a model on our website, we have a couple places that can help you quite quickly. One is the airliner scale chart down on the left under the information section. Just click on the airliner scale chart and you'll see relative scale sizes for many of the common airliners. For example, a 747-400 in a common scale such as 1/200 scale would be 14 inches long. At 1/400 scale, as it says at the top here, it would be half that, so it would be 7 inches long. Notice that a 737 is about half the size of a 747. We don't have everything there. We also don't have a Warbird scale chart. One of the reasons for this is that we've been trying to add them directly to the model. So I'll take a couple of examples here. We'll look for a Corgi P51 model. I happen to know the part number I'm looking for. And you will see on the model that there is a Details tab. And you can click on that. It gives you lots of information about the model, when it was made, what kind of production, how many units, and some remarks. And down here are the approximate model dimensions. So this is, as noted, a 1/72nd scale model. So a P51 Mustang in 1/72nd scale is about 5.5 inches long with a little over a 6-inch wingspan. Another way we do that, sometimes the database we have doesn't have all that information in it, so we put it as a bullet point just under the picture. So this new Avro Aero in 1/72nd from the Canadian Warbird Heritage Museum, we've got the length right here, length 13 7/8 inches, wingspan 8 3/8. The reason we've done that there is we haven't collected that information into the database here. You'll see that there are certainly cases with models where we don't have the information here in the detail field. We haven't put it in for one reason or another, just haven't gotten to it. But it's pretty easy to calculate the size of any model, and using Google is a great way to do it. In the cases where we have not supplied information about the size of a model, it is not too difficult to calculate the scale size yourself. Here's how you do that. I always start by doing Google search for the dimensions of the full-size airplane. P51 Mustang wingspan. And you're pretty likely to come up with a Wikipedia entry on that model. And in fact, it was even right in the results from there. Crew of one, length 32 feet, wingspan 37 feet. So let's just go with the wingspan at this point, 37 feet wingspan. I'm going to grab a calculator that I always keep handy, and I just take the wingspan 37 feet and divide it by the scale. So if it's a 1/72nd scale model, just divide it by 72, and that's how long it is in feet. It's going to be easier in inches, so we just multiply by 12 to get inches. So we come up with a little over 6 inches for that model. Let's say we had a Mustang in 1/48 scale. And we're going to just put in the same dimension here, 37-foot wingspan, and in this case we're going to divide it by 48, and we'll come up with a larger number times 12, and in 1/48 scale it's going to be 9¼ inches for the wingspan. Remember that the smaller the number on the bottom, the larger the airplane. The easiest way I have of remembering that is a 1-to-1 ratio is full size, 1-to-2 is half size, and as the number gets bigger on the bottom, the model gets smaller. I'll do another example here. I might look for a DC-10 wingspan, and we can get Boeing, but we also have Wikipedia. They give the same one. It's a wingspan of 155 feet. So I'll get my calculator back here. 155 feet. Common scale for a airliner model is going to be 1/400 or 1/200. Let's divide it by 1/400, and we get 0.38 inches, and we're going to multiply that by 12, and it comes out at a little over 4.5 inches. What if it was 1/200 scale? Well, it's going to be twice as big, but we can do the calculation again. 155 feet divided by 200, and we're going to do it times 12, and it comes out at 9¼ inches, or twice the size of the 1/400 model. So I'll just recap. I've got the formula written down right here. Formula for die-cast airplane scale size is the actual size divided by the scale size and times 12 to get inches. And you can pretty quickly, using Google, find the wingspan of just about, I'm sure, any airplane that's ever existed. Google's pretty amazing, and I think they know that. We hope you found this information helpful. We'd love to hear from you about what other kinds of videos on die-cast airplane collecting that you would like to see. Please feel free to contact us anytime via the Contact Us page at www.diecastairplane.com.